How segregated was Montgomery before the Rosa Parks boycott? Have you ever wondered what life was like in Montgomery, Alabama, before the Rosa Parks bus boycott? It was a time when segregation was not just a practice but a way of life. Under the Jim Crow laws, Montgomery was deeply divided along racial lines. These laws enforced strict separation in almost every aspect of public life. On the city buses, the rules were particularly harsh. The first 10 seats at the front were reserved for white passengers only. The last 10 seats at the back were for black passengers. The middle section had 16 seats that were technically unreserved but were segregated in practice. White passengers filled seats from the front to the back, while black passengers were forced to sit from the back to the front. If a white passenger boarded a full bus, black riders could be made to give up their seats, even though they made up about 75% of the bus ridership. Additionally, black individuals were not allowed to work as bus drivers, which further highlighted the racial inequality in employment. Segregation did not stop with transportation. Public parks were also segregated. Parks designated for black residents were often poorly maintained compared to those for white residents. Some parks that were exclusively for white people were located in black neighborhoods. If black residents attempted to enter these parks, they risked being arrested. In some cases, when faced with legal challenges, the city would close parks altogether rather than integrate them. The legal framework for this segregation was rooted in a system that had been established in Alabama by the early 20th century. The 1901 state constitution explicitly supported white supremacy. This system included separate schools, restricted voting rights, and segregated public accommodations. All of this was backed by social and economic intimidation, which enforced a racial hierarchy. In the 1950s, Montgomery reflected a typical Southern city where many white residents accepted segregation as the normal social order. Laws and customs were widely enforced, reflecting the prevailing racial attitudes of the time. For black residents, however, these laws meant daily experiences of discrimination and exclusion. Before the Rosa Parks boycott, Montgomery was heavily segregated in public transportation, recreational facilities, education, and many other areas. This segregation was legally mandated and socially enforced, laying the groundwork for the boycott that would challenge these unjust practices. The events that followed would change the course of history and mark a significant moment in the fight for civil rights.